Our limiting beliefs have a life of their own. They're their own ego, or at least part of ours. This has been a really big learning for me. It's something that I'm kind of going through in real time. It's also been helpful in starting to shift my mindset around these limiting beliefs. But basically, our limiting beliefs, those stories we tell ourselves, they want to defend themselves. They want to be correct. So they will look for evidence and hold on to things and interpret or misinterpret things so that their story is accurate and correct. It's just this altered perception of the world that helps fuel these stories and helps support them. It's this built-in cognitive bias. I'll give you a personal example to sort of illustrate this a little bit. Earlier in the year, I was dating this very attractive girl, objectively, arguably the most attractive girl I had dated up until that point. The reason this is important is because I have a deep insecurity around my own attractiveness. What's important here is that story of me not being attractive enough for a girl like her, whatever you want that to mean, literally controlled and distorted how I operated in that relationship and ultimately led to the end of it. But also, even though it's been months since, it still wants to color the story in that light. It basically sees her as this glitch in the system. And instead of me being able to use this as proof of, yeah, I am attractive enough to be attractive to an attractive woman, someone who previously I thought was out of my league, it instead wants to reinforce it as a glitch. It was a mistake. It somehow wasn't supposed to happen, and of course it ended. My brain is choosing the story that supports the deeper wound, the stronger story I already have within, that I'm not attractive enough, I'm not enough. And that story of not being attractive enough is still something that colors my conversations and interactions with people today. Any rejection I get, even if it's not a real rejection, immediately triggers oh, there's more proof. What my brain is perceiving as reality is very likely not the real reality. And this is just one really easy, simple example to illustrate what I'm talking about. But there are so many areas in our lives, whether it's with our relationship to ourselves, whether it's body dysmorphia, whether it's interacting with other people, friendships, our relationship in love, our relationship to money, our relationship to success, to our parents, whatever it is, to life. They're all filtered through, they're all controlled, they're all distorted by these stories that we've developed. And while dissolving these stories takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, the first step is realizing that they are stories, that they're not necessarily based on reality, at least the reality of today. It can get a little trippy, can get a little scary, but start questioning your reality around those stories and beliefs.